Hi, I'm Paige. I'm one of the owners and directors of Underground Toowoomba. I am 24 years old and I have been dancing for pretty much over 20 years, which is insane now that you think about it. Alright, let's take a little trip down memory lane. I have been dancing, performing, whatever you'd like to call it, since the early ages of 3. I started my dance career at FAD, where I was doing ballet. Where did I go after that? Because I was there for a few years. I was at Shine. It was originally called Shine with Julie, and then they called it Dance Station. That's where I studied the styles of jazz and tap, which was pretty cool. At the ripe old age of, I think, 8. I think it was 8 and 9. And then in 2014, I decided that I wanted to try hip hop. Jam, Queensland Jam Factory, was one of the well-known hip hop schools here in Toowoomba, and I was so lucky to be able to go there, audition for their hip hop crew, Soul Mechanics, and get in. I had never done hip hop before, ever, before this, and it was just, I don't know, a different vibe. You got to meet so many cool people, like the director, Kathy, saw potential in me. I was learning under teachers like Georgia Clark. There was, what's his name, Google. It was my popping teacher. And I cannot remember the break teacher, but they all have influenced the way that we run Underground now because of how amazing their, their programs were, and how well all of the dancers learnt how to do their movements, perform, get the crowd hyped, which you would see a lot from our studio here. One of my favourite classes there was popping, and here is a cute little video of me, Kira Lee, Sean and Jessie performing in her front yard driveway next to a car. Q Jam unfortunately shut down in 2014. Because I had found this love for hip hop, obviously I was very much looking for another hip hop school. Fortunately, Mayhem Dance Academy opened with Nikki Jones as the director, and she took me on, and I danced there from 2015 to 2017, which doesn't seem like such a long time, but with what I learned from Nikki, it just feels like I was there for so long, like so long, and I was so appreciative. She really loved all of her rippling, whacking and all that, so that's where I refined my whacking skills, which I'm so grateful for. At Mayhem, I was privileged enough to be in their competition teams and was able to perform at Stedfords here in Toowoomba and down in, I think it was Gatton, and it was just amazing. The crew atmosphere was beautiful, everyone was supportive. I don't know, I'm so grateful for my entire dance journey, because without every single step, I wouldn't be where I am today. My brother's friend's Tessie was also one of my teachers. He was absolutely phenomenal. He was someone that I had always looked up to. I can't remember what year it was, but Tessie opened his own class. So he used to take the boys' crew at Mayhem, and then he also opened up another crew for everyone else to join as well. And obviously, Mum thought it was an absolutely lovely idea for me to hop in and give it a go, but Tessie's class took me back to my Q Jam days, and that's because he touched on crump. He brought back popping a lot. There will be some videos flying about with the popping that he brought back for me, and I don't know, it helped me flourish. It gave me inspiration back, because I was lucky enough when I was at Mayhem to learn under Toshi, who is actually one of Jason Derulo's backup dancers. Here's a little photo, because it was like a surreal moment. I remember going in there, learning the choreo. I think it was to a Chris Brown song, which was really good. And then we had to freestyle at the end. Little me had not freestyled since 2014. 16-year-old Paige was like, oh gosh, okay, here we go. So we did our routine, and then we had to freestyle at the end. To my surprise, I didn't realise that until she was actually paying attention to me, because there were so many amazing dancers in that room. He pulled me out to do the choreo alone with him, and then freestyle at the end. In year 12, I was looking for a dance studio, and then Pinnacle opened. Beautiful Pinnacle with Brittany Ryan. Have so much respect for her. She took me under her wing, and she brought back my love for hip-hop again, which was absolutely incredible. We met so many beautiful people there, and it was just lovely. Here's some videos from them as well, because credit is due, because, you know, they're amazing. And then I had a really bad injury, so I had to stop dancing for a bit, and I had decided that I wanted to open up my own studio, because it was something that I wanted to do for years, and I thought, why not? So now here we are, 2024 to 2026, present day, and I am more than like chuffed. Like, this is my dream come true, and I am so grateful to share it with each and every one of our students that comes through those doors. Thank you for listening to my dance story. Bye.